I'm quoting Wolf, 2024, Season 13.
Not just for TNC, for all.
Day 3 of Week 1. Onic Philippines versus RSG Philippines. Getting a good look here. Both junglers getting set up once again. Rotations here are going to be crucial for them, how they want to set the pace of this beginning of the game. Escalera very deep with information here for Onic Philippines.
Maybe the right thing to do, actually, because you need to know where their opponents will be playing at. And you're going to be playing like, this is essentially a double support setup, right, for Onic. Especially with Super Fritz on the Faramis, you can also build up damage, but at the same time, you play it like a support. So you can clear out the waves easily with this set of heroes from Onic.
Yeah, they're playing around so much with the damage right now, and King Kong keeping pace.
Yep.
Super Friends can never forget there was a root season that he played almost just Faramis, so you know mastery is there.
For sure. Never forget how good he is. And look at the aggression coming out from Onic. Already King Kong is taking over the Crammer that should be belonging for RSG. And I always say, like, whenever those trades happen, it's always great for the invader because you not only do you get EXP, you take away EXP from your opponent. So you can see that King Kong is actually leading against Demon Kite.
He's bowling
Great plays from Onic.
Oh yeah, look at that right now. Some good utility being forced off by Onic. And Onic were also able to force a flicker out of RTZ earlier, so it's pretty big.
And not only that, but they got the retribution out from Demon Kite here. But if they kind of stall this out, they might still be able to contest this turtle.
Yeah, 20
Demon Kite's
seconds.
there,
They got 15 seconds here, so all that crucial timing on the retribution. King Kong already used Nato as welcome though, charging up very, very hard. But of course, with a blazing, humongous explosion here, RSG are going to be on the back foot of this one. There goes Super Friends with a nice pullback. Escalera following it up with some good damage. The Soul Bloom. No casualties yet, but Escalera uses the flicker, gets the first blood on the net.
Oh, the aggression coming out from Onic. And by the way, that fight looked really dicey for Onic. They did get the turtle because they don't have the retribution on Demon Kite, but Super Fritz's timing on the ultimate with the Purify as well, that was massive. That allowed them to kind of survive the last insanity coming out from that.
Oh, Kelra, of course.
What a
Just
move.
doing Kelra things. This guy, this is the exact reason Onic picked him up, man. Superstar power winning out on the 1v1s.
So again, the components are here for this Season 13 Super Team. And we're seeing some decisions right now that are proving that point, but they still have a lot of work to do here against RSG. But look at the pressure, top side, Light. Under that turret, should be fine, heals up as well, has the roar. So right now RSG is going to hold on, but look at this lead that Onic Philippines has already garnered themselves, nearly 2K at the 3.5-minute mark. And they are just moving around so well as a unit together.
And not only that, you can see that Carry is leading by 800 gold over his matchup, the Bruno. That is not going to be a good thing for RSG. Knowing that Kusei needs to be activated as soon as possible, the fact that Kelra is already up by a full boots as well as the first item, which is the Corrosion Scythe, it's difficult now for RSG to actually team fight in the second turtle, which happens to be near the gold lane area.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But right now, obviously, Onic are playing around the fact that there are basically no threats on RSG if the X-Borg is not around. So Nats, as long as they have vision of Nats, Onic can basically do whatever they want on the map right now.
Yep, and with that, next turtle, the game's going to be out here. Onic Philippines getting a position, but RSG with the response wants to go ahead and contest this. It's going to be a full-on forced fight here.
Very forced up on with Escalera as well. Nice catch from Super Friends on the Netherrealm, but of course, they just have the turtle buff here to maybe help them well with this fight here. Light pretty low, and Nats has to use the last insanity in a very off angle, absorbing some damage as well from Escalera. RSG overall just not ready to fight at all.
The damage output coming out from Onyx overwhelming, and this is because of their early aggression. RSG really did not, weren't prepared about this initial initiations coming out from Onyx, going for the invades. And the thing for RSG is that despite them drafting a great composition around this Bruno Minotaur, they're not using it. We haven't seen any good plays from Light. Minotaur is too passive for someone like Light.
Oh,
that is true. Right now, Light is again being used, forced to use all his utils just to basically just survive here right now.
Yeah, not only that too, but earlier, just a little bit ago, Super Friends picked up the Necklace of Durance to help with some of that sustainability that's supposed to come out from this Minotaur here. Gem, though.
Oh, Gem, this might be the chance for RSG to get a point here, and they do.
Okay, so they grabbed that. It's a flask also picked up by Escalera, so you're kind of at this fight against who has that sustainability, who's able to counter that. And
Oh.
Wow, look at the damage.
Look at that. How can you sustain against this one? Even with a Minotaur right now, just no way that Kusei is surviving against that, even forcing a flicker out of the Minotaur.
Oh man, I'm really liking this Faramis pickup coming out from Onic. It looks like it's very like straightforward, but there's a lot of like good stuff that can come out of it. First, you have the Purify so that you can actually jump into the backlines and complete your snack no matter what happens. No matter how hard RSG wants to cancel that. And then you have the supplement of the Matilda with the Faramis Matilda comp for Onic and the fighter build from Kelra. It means that it's actually difficult for RSG to output the damage enough to take down the members of Onic. It's not like RSG is lacking damage, it's just that the sustain from Onic is underratedly good.
Yeah,
That is true.
underratedly good. You know, it's and not only that, but I just feel like RSG needs a lot more time here, like a lot, to be able to go against this sustainability that Onic Philippines lineup has. Not to mention how they're going to battle this third turtle out here. It looks like they want to go ahead and take it, though. King Kong in a position, though.
Last Insanity just to secure that Demon Kite. RSG gonna go over with the turtle because of that, but of course paying for it with light. And maybe a push on the mid.
Well, it's gonna be that's actually surprising that Demon Kite landed that. Great place. And that's what you do. Skill 1 plus the Retribution. That's how you use the Fredrin nowadays. And now Light finally has something to kind of sustain himself with that dominant size.
Oh yeah.
Finally. And we'll need more for sure. Maybe a flask afterwards. But for RSG, it's a waiting game now. They definitely lost control at the early stages of the game. We'll have to wait for latter portions.
Yeah, and RSG trying to maybe capitalize on the small amount of momentum that they got off of that turtle. They're trying to see if they can start some battles, but Onic, they're not fighting.
Yep, good item pickups here, though, for RSG. Got a couple, especially in the hands of Kosei, right? He's got the Berserker's Fury. He's already got the Claws. He's going to be working on his next. He's the one that needs the most time here, right? This is a lot of the times when you pick up a Bruno, it's because your power spike's pretty great after the first two items. But right now, given the situation, given the amount of sustain that Onic Philippines has, you just need way more time here, right? So RSG is going to find themselves in this kind of a backs against the wall position for at least a few more minutes.
And
right?
I love the way Escalera's playing right now. Basically baiting him out here. King Kong, Daytona's welcome straight into the fight. Kelra doing a massive amount of damage. Even against a turtle guard here. Nats might be forced to use Last Insanity just to clear the minion waves later on. But Escalera finally getting some punish on his side. Look at that. Demon Kite, got displaced rather, by this missile expert. And they might just be able to defend this, just barely.
Oh, just barely. But that's good news for RSG. I think that the longer that they maintain this mid lane turret, the longer that they have the power spike. And by the way, another Lord fight. This is the first Lord fight. However, Light as well as Kusei are in the opposite end of the continent.
They're not even a part of this.
No, at all.
Maybe that's the right decision, though. Given how much they're struggling. I mean, looking at all the skirmishes and team fights we've seen so far, RSG has not had a good chance in a lot of them, right? So you might as well, if they say, you know what, give up this Lord, let them take it, try to find something if we can. I don't even know if they're going to, they don't even get the tier 1 top side.
Yeah.
So you're really wondering, was this worth it for RSG to go ahead and give that up? Because now they've got to deal with this first Lord push.
Fortunately for RSG, that's a big objective that they lost.
Oh, the gold difference here.
Gold difference from gold laners as well. It's a full item that Killer is ahead of.
Yeah, literally a full item. So we're talking about how fast scaling right now is Kusei. Man, the moment you got your two items, Keller already had 3. So yeah, in terms of scaling, definitely Onic, they know they're ahead. by a long margin.
Yep. With that, we'll see if RSG can hold it together here. They're trying to keep the Lord at least at bay for the longest they can. They are going to make quick work of it, but they're going to get sandwiched in here unless Onic Philippines decides not to commit.
Oh, look at them.
It looks like they don't. So right now, at least they buy a little more time. They did take some damage as well on the tier 3 towards the base here on the bottom side. Gem was trying to put some pressure there. So they work around it, but another big item pickup from Kelra with a Malefic Roar here, now making him even more of a threat as Onic Philippines has garnered 7,000 gold on top of the Raiders here for RSG.
It's so funny because you know the way that RSG are playing so safe because number 1, Super Friends is so aggressive.
Yeah.
Number 2, Escalera is just trying to catch someone.
Yeah.
Non-stop, all game long.
Oh. Now this means that RSG, they're on a cleanup duty now, and this is what you do when you're down by 7,000 gold and your enemy just got the first Lord against you. Just clear the way. Just relax. There's nothing that you can possibly do to trump that 7,000 gold lead at 11 minutes. Even when you say that you can outplay a team, just one spell, you're already going to be taken out. It's smarter for RSG to just defend. And this is the part where it's just a patience game now.
Yeah, the hard part about it is like your literal tank in Light or even Demon Kite. Hell, even Navs. Like, you're going to get shredded down by Kelra, you know, for the most part. So it's like, where do we find that opportunity if you're RSG to actually turn the tide of this game? You know, even if time kind of goes on from here, yes, at some point you get a little more durable, you get a little more tanky, but the way Onic Philippines has been playing, a lot of times you're going to expect them to look for a force situation if they can before RSG even gets to that point. Right now, 20 seconds away from this Lord.
You know what? It's actually we haven't seen the sample size of how many carries have reached maximum attack speed right now, because the cap has been adjusted a little bit, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So we're gonna see for sure Light or Demon Kite evaporate depending on the itemization that Calra's on already.
Yeah. And that means that you, even in the maybe 15-minute mark, Onic are pretty strong. Oh no,
Look at
Nats.
that.
Oh no,
Wow.
nuts! He's running out of HP right there with just a few hits from Kelra.
Oh, Light.
We'll see something. This is going to be a big trigger pull here. Coming in from RSG, trying to get as much damage as they can onto King Kong. But Light is the one to fall. Who will get the Lord, though? And that's going to be a double. Demon Kite still gets that Lord. Paying for it with his life, but RSG must be very happy. Although they're losing members really, really quickly right now.
Jose flickers out, but it's a wipeout. Onic Philippines. They don't care about the Lord here. They won the fight.
That was so fast. The graphics just showed Gem when they were wiped out already. That's how quick Onic did that play.
Is this end the ball? They have Nats, and there's a flicker play as well.
up.
They can still defend this, I think.
Oh,
no.
Bro,
Never mind.
No way.
Never
Look
mind.
at that.
Never mind.
They shredded it like it was nothing.
A lot of people have been